Hi, Peter. Thank you so much for taking the time today to talk on Chester Lives. Really appreciate you taking the time. It's really good to see you. I wondered if you'd take a few moments to talk a little bit about your story and about the story of Dolby Reid, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's no problem. Dolby Reid's been in Chester since 1975. It was started by my business partner's dad, so we're a family business, and we've been going since 1975, so 40 plus years. So we've been at the heart of the Chester community for that time. We've obviously done lots of business locally. We're very much a community broker, so therefore that means we look after people within Chester, and because of that we actually support a lot of Chester businesses, associations and local charities as well. So we've kind of got heavily entrenched into the local Chester. My own personal one, well, that's a long convoluted journey into Chester. I spent the first 20 years of my career working in London, in the city, working very corporately. So again, very different kind of world to work in. I fell in love and I moved north because of it. So basically, I was going to say there was a very good driven reason for moving north, but no, actually it was just love.
But and then, of course, you love Chester.
Well, to be quite honest, when I did move up, when I left London, and I left London in a bit of a hurry, I kind of left without a job, without any future. I just went, right, I'm going to put my notice in, because I had such a good job in London. I think if I thought about it too much, I wouldn't have never done it. So basically, I just put my notice in. I had 3 months' notice to work through, and I was trying to work out what I was going to do when I got here. And all I wanted at that stage was a job in Chester and to be happy, But obviously, things have gone very well for me since I've been here. I really enjoyed my time here, and I love living in the countryside around Chester. So, it's been a long journey, a scary journey, walking up here and not having a job was reckless, to say the least. But it's been good, it's been good,
You've got to follow your dreams, haven't you? And it sounds like, if not now, then when? Good for you, good for you. Well, London's loss is Chester's gain.
I hope so, anyway, I hope so. So yeah, sorry, go on.
So sorry, so you moved up here, and did you work immediately? You were obviously in insurance, were you?
I was in a form of insurance. I was in reinsurance, which is insurance companies. So the way I always explain it, it's a bit like spread betting for insurance. It's not what I do here today. I've had to learn all this part of the insurance world. But yeah, it's a similar trade. I think I've gone from dealing with places like Nigeria and Russia and Poland to dealing with my local community. So, and actually, I much prefer this. People are more human. It was always, and again, don't forget this was 20 years ago, so it was a very remote way of working with people. You rarely got to sort of see people. They'd come over to London once a year, and that would probably be about as much contact as you had, apart from the odd letter and the odd telex in those days. Shows you how old I go back. But there you go. That's all it was. So today, this is a much nicer place to be. You know the local community, you're involved with it, whether that's with a charity or with a football club, as I am. I'm involved with the local Welsh football club, so I even go across the border.
Yes, and you mentioned about supporting. You regularly support the association, the Chester Association of Property Professionals, the dinner that happens, and I know you're involved with charities locally. So, yeah, that's really great to be a part of the local community, isn't it? And you've got a lovely, loyal customer base, corporate
Yeah.
and commercial, and of course your direct work.
Yeah, I mean, as a business, if a client comes to me and needs insurance, even if I can't do it, I make sure I can find someone that can do it. So that way we do all the insurances that we can do. But more importantly, if a client comes to me and he wants life or death insurance or key man insurance, I can pass him in the right direction, and I source those. I only use people that I would use. So it's not just a transactional affair. I only ever recommend people that we use in our own business anyway. So, we try, what we've tried to do, insurance brokers have always been what they have been. They deal with insurance. But over the last 5 to 10 years, we tried to move it away from just insurance, but giving good business advice. So to do that, we have to know lots of different people. And because we've got such a wide local client base, we can actually help our clients very easily be put in good with good local people to help them out with their solutions that they need, whether that be accountancy, finance. We do the lot for our clients. We try and make sure that we're a one-stop shop for advice and help.
Good, great. So what does the future hold for Dolby Reid, Peter?
Wow, that's going to be interesting. Before COVID, the insurance market was going to go into what is called a hard market. Fortunately for everyone, that means an increase in premiums. Little known fact that most insurance companies only make 6p out of every pound you spend with them. And of course, the way they make their money after that is by investment. But obviously with the stock market tanking, gilts tanking, property market may tank. Certainly the commercial property market may tank at a later date. Certainly in London it will, and that's where a lot of their investments are held.
Yeah.
They're not going to get a great return on their money. So that's before the losses that COVID are going to cause. So the pressure was in the market already to a massive increase and a massive hike. So it was going to be an interesting 12 months anyway. The last time we had a hard market was a proper hard market was 1980s. Before that, we had a brief one in the early 90s around the RM. But on the whole, there has been deflation in insurance premiums over the last 20 years. If you've got a shop insurance, back in 1980, you would have paid $3,000 for it. You probably pay back 50 for it now. So I know everyone thinks that insurance premiums go up, but relatively to the value of the things that people insure these days, actually it's gone back over the last 20 years. So it's going to be difficult with our clients, to put it politely. They're all going to, I mean, we had one client whose premium's gone up 150% over the last year. And that's because of what they do, but also some of that is the actual increases in the premium. So it was going to be an interesting period anyway. So I think what it's done for Dolby Reid, it's allowed us to focus on trying to find other ways to save our clients money, because we can't stop what we can't stop.
No.
We've got involved with a local power company, and we can offer power utility check-in facility, so they can actually try and save some money going forward. So we're trying to find different ways to support our clients as this premium goes up. Unfortunately for us, just because the premiums don't go up doesn't mean our finances go up. I wished it did. What tends to happen is the insurers then cut our commissions. Yeah. So we'll probably stay the same over the next 12 months. hopefully. But during COVID, that's been another world. Obviously, we're a barometer of what's going on. So obviously, when our clients are doing well, we do well, as long as they renew with us. And about 90% of our clients always renew with us. But obviously, over the last couple of months, we've had a whole array of clients having different problems, which we're there to sort out and help them with it. But it's been up and down. It's been a complete roller coaster. And again, it's kind of at today that we're looking to open up really from tomorrow, the local economy anyway. And we're hoping for some of that good news to come back into the market. But, at the same time, the message I think all independents have got to get out there is about working and supporting local business. I think the news from Airbus just yesterday, if they lose 1,300 jobs, there's going to be 10,000 jobs locally that may go. So I think even more now, by supporting your local companies, it's going to leave the money back in Chester. If you do your insurance with a global company, guess what? It's never going to stay in. It's going to go back to America, where most of the insurance brokers are owned.
So true.
Most of them. Sorry?
So true. Very well said, Peter. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, and we're going to kind of really bang on the drum about that locally, because we support businesses, they support us, and we're hoping that some more of the personal lines customers will support us greater going forward. We do believe that if they want shops to survive, if they want businesses to survive, we all have to help each other out at this time.
We do. So true, so true. So thank you very, very much, Peter. It's been really, really interesting talking to you this morning. Thank you very much for taking the time. Good to see you. See you soon.
Good to see you. See you soon. Cheers. Bye.